Hi, everybody. Handsome Pete here. Dances for a nickel. Good to see everybody today. No, honestly, Matt likes comics. Welcome to the show tonight. This is the Sunday superhero show, and I have some exciting things tonight that are going on. First of all, I've got two great guests in Mr. Stephen Gentner
Greetings.
and Mr. Rich Biggnastycomics. How are you, Rich?
Good, man. Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. I want to say that both of you have made really great appearances in the last 24 hours on your channels. Rich, that was a heck of a show last night. Stephen, as always, you did well. Awesome on church. I consider it an honor and a pleasure that you guys are here today. But there's some other things.
I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Other things have happened. As promised, when I got to 900 subs, I upgraded my little StreamYard. And I'm hoping out there you guys can see a difference because I can do things like this now. And it's going to make me happy.
I mean, that's worth the price of admission by itself, man.
I haven't added many videos yet, but there will be little clips and things added. But I promise you on this channel, there will be no spider butt. Okay? None of that.
No spider butt. Man, that's disappointing.
Yes, well, that can be Nate's thing. I've got to figure out something that's my own thing.
There's plenty of spider butt to go around.
Yes, I'm sure there is.
I'm not entirely sure what that is, but I'm glad that you're over it.
Nate has a video that when people send him money, he plays. He's got 2 or 3 of them, and one of them is spider butt, where he's all
Indian version.
Well, the one at the beginning with those guys from India with the Superman suit and all that other stuff, and they're doing this hokey pokey thing that they're doing. I don't know where in the hell he found that, but it is startling, frightening, and funny as hell.
It is really good. Also tonight, we are going to be giving away a $25 US gift card to Stephen, my comic shop, where nice spell, Rich. I love it. So stick around. You have to be here to have a chance to win that. We're going to give that away soonish, but not right away. But meanwhile, I get to think about what the hashtag will be because I get to use that wonderful giveaway tool. So I tonight have decided that since this is the last episode that will air before the Supergirl movie, I am going to show some Supergirl books that I haven't shown before tonight on the show. I really don't know what the others have in store for us tonight, so I'm going to be as surprised as the rest of you. So, without further ado, let's get on to the showing of the books, and we'll bring up our good friend Rich to begin.
There goes mine.
Hello?
You're on.
He's on. I think his internet just died.
I would say that's a pretty good guess.
So what we will do then is, I suppose I can start tonight, and we'll let Rich on when he comes back. I will keep going. This week was the release of Supergirl 14. And the reason it's such a big deal is because it says right on the cover that it's a Matrix Returns. Matrix, of course, was the protoplasmic version of Supergirl that was there post-crisis, that was there to help Superman during the period where, he had passed away and helped him get better and all that stuff. Well, what happened was that during the time period 1996 to about 2004, 2003 or whatever, the period in between that period, there was a Supergirl series that went 80 issues, where the first 51 issues of that series were about this character. And we will get to that after Rich, because Rich is back.
Hey.
And we're ready to go.
Oh, okay. For mine, real quick, since you're doing Supergirl to celebrate next Friday's release, I wanted to show these just real quick.
Very cool.
My Lobo.
Your Lobo.
Love that. I will be opening those. And Supergirl.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love those.
Very cool.
Yeah, I wanted to show those real quick. But yeah, my
just
book.
Before, it was my apologies. Just before you get going, Rich, let's take a minute to say hi to everybody in the Nefarious Comics chat tonight. All right, that was my fault. I had,
yeah, but you're right ahead.
Let's say hello. First today was Nerdatorium. Welcome to the show, Nerdatorium.
Nerdatorium.
And we've got Connecticut in the house. Hello, Turtwig.
I love the Weird Tales avatar. Very nice.
Yes.
And we've got Longest Cosplays.
Alex,
how are you? Coming in now, post Heroes Con.
Greetings.
We're excited to have you here. Rob Saint is here. Good to see you.
Mr. Saint.
Lewis is here.
Hello, Lewis.
The absolutely awesome and amazing Robbie Josephs is here.
Sir Robbie.
Hi, Robbie.
And Lau is here. Hi, Lau.
Mr. Lau.
Comic Mike is here. Good to see you all the way from Laval.
Hello, Mike.
Comic Mike.
Chonko's here. Hi, Chonko. Mike.
Hi, Mike.
And there's some talking ongoing here. Mike Dennis has made it. Good to see you, Mike.
Mikey D.
And as I said, Mike. It's why we always try to keep them. And we have Doc's Comics here from Charlotte.
Hey, Doc.
Hello, Doc.
Good to see you, Doc. Doc will be on the show on the Tuesday show next month.
Great.
He's coming by.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
That's everybody for now, Rich. So let's get back to you.
All righty. Like I was saying, for the Hero Show, I picked a bunch of my since I'm a collector of junk and oddball stuff, I figure let's show some hero books that normally maybe not get seen. If you watch my channel or Tuesday nights, I'm sure you've probably seen some of these. So I started digging through a lot of my oddball stuff.
Very cool.
And just to be a little different. And here is number one of Sunrunners, which is a Kelly Jones early work.
Oh, very
it's
cool.
It's a quartet of a bunch of oddball heroes.
It sure looks like the Fantastic Four was being very, very liberally borrowed from.
Yeah, and it's typically, I mean, it's like I said, Kelly Jones, his stuff is pretty well known, his style. So get some of his early work, back when he was just trying to basically get work, get a job. But and then you have another nice knockoff of Sea Dragon.
Very
Love
cool. That what company is that? That's an interesting looking cover.
It's Elite Comics.
Very cool.
Yeah, Elite Comics.
I was doing a research for one of my time travel machine videos, my time machine videos where I pick a year and talk about what happened.
Yeah.
And the number of fly-by-night companies that came and went in the 1980s, wow. To me, I don't know how people keep track of them all.
I'm attracted to a lot of this stuff that's out of the 80s like that, early 90s, because the LCS I used to go to, he didn't get a lot of the early independent stuff like that. So when I see it now, I'm really drawn to it. That I like quirky, oddball stuff like that. And you can't have oddball without showing the Protectors number 5, the one with the bullet hole.
Yes.
The bullet hole cover. Which to me, man, honestly, I think that is such it's so stupid at the same time. It's really unique. The only thing is they should have played that all the way. I mean, it goes all the way through the book, but it's just a hole in the book. Each page should have been referencing.
That was actually brought up when I had Roland Mann on the show a couple months back, who was an editor at Malibu. Yeah. He said that they were trying to do it, but it just wasn't feasible at times, the way the art was landing.
But
Or it wouldn't have made sense for the story, which is too bad because that would have been really cool to do.
That'd have been perfect.
Yeah.
And then you got John Burns' Next Men.
That is cool. Mr. Akins has introduced me to them, and I kind of like them.
I've got a few of these, but I need to pick up a few more. It's been a while since I've read them, but it was I like John Burns' art. So,
Stephen, is this not an anniversary year for Dark Horse? Is this like their 30th anniversary year, or? I
can't remember if it is. I know that they've just closed all of their retail outlets.
Yeah,
which is sad, and I haven't. I think that there are various changes. They fired Mike Richardson from his own company, and he'll be there for about a year. I mean, is he finishing up? But where they're going to get their creative ideas, where Mike was very important for that, it's really kind of a sad thing. We'll have to see what happens.
Then this is a red circle. It's the New Adventures of the Mighty Crusaders.
Very cool.
Rich Buckler art cover. So
now that's from the early 80s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think it's like from later 80s, but yeah.
Yeah, they were trying to bring them back. The Mighty Crusaders came in at the end of Fly. It was the Fly, Adventures of the Fly, then Flyman, and then Flyman turned into all of those, bringing back all the heroes again, trying to.
Yeah. Then you got the Uncanny Man Frog.
The Uncanny Man Frog.
Which this was a complete play on X-Men. When you read through it, it's almost a not complete knockoff, but just a funny knockoff. Funny.
I love when a comic makes me laugh out loud, like for real. It's just when they're just hilarious,
and that's why I like a lot of these type or whatever, the absurdity and everything to them and everything. They're just they're pretty stupid, but sometimes they're pretty funny. And then you got the League of Super Groovy Crime Fighters.
Like just the name, I love it.
Flashback to the 70s.
Yes.
And then this Kamiko or Kamiko, however you want to pronounce it. I'm not sure I always pronounce it Kamiko.
I've seen both. Right. I've seen both everywhere. Some people Kamiko, some people Kamiko, like on their videos.
I think it's Kamiko because they're selling comics, and
that's what I think too.
Kamiko is. I think you had it right, Rich.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me when I look at it. But Justice Machine, it's another good one. This is from the early 80s.
I have a friend that insists that it's got to be Kamiko because it looks like the Coleco logo.
Coleco,
back from the 80s, and he thinks that they should be pronounced the same as a result.
And then speaking of the Fly, Stephen.
Nice. Who did the cover on that? Buckler again?
I'm not.
It looks better than Buckler.
Oh, this is Steranko.
Oh, cool.
So it stepped down, huh?
Yeah, stepped down.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then I love this one. This one's a McFarlane cover, but it's got the fat turtles on it. Flaming carrots.
Yes.
With the fat turtles.
I really enjoyed doing that Flaming Carrot video. I wish I had more books.
Yeah, they're pretty. It's
hard to find them,
man. Yeah, it is.
The only
I know where you can find them.
And where's that?
Yeah.
You can find them at Nefarious Comics, Matt.
I
myself would go to Nefarious Comics because they have a wonderful inventory of comic books.
A wide range.
They do. But he doesn't have any Flaming Carrot at the moment. But,
He needs to come down
and you talk about my comic shop. When I went there to look, they only had the issues I already have.
You can come down my neck of woods because I come across those all the time. And then see, the next one here is, I love these older, this is volume 2, but this is number 2, Blue Beetle.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So that is the Ted Cord one, not the Dan Garrett?
No, that's Dan Garrett.
That's still Dan Garrett? Okay.
That's Dan Garrett. Dan Garrett has that look. The Blue Beetle that has that's cord has the bug craft, and his costume is different.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. He has more of a bug look.
Blue
the
Beetle,
bug, eyes,
bug juice.
Bug juice, yeah. And then a little bit of Kirby action here. We got Silver Star.
Turtwig would like to know what year that Blue Beetle was.
I don't have it down the back. I am not 100% sure.
It's a 12 center, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 12 center.
Probably 1963 or 4. Because that went for just a few issues, and then it stopped. In that guise, there's like 4 or 5 issues that are of that type.
And then another Kirby one is Captain Victory and the Galactic Rangers.
Yes.
It just really cracks me up. Not cracks me up, but it kind of it's wild to think that the legend of Jack Kirby was doing these PC comics and coming to his end of his career, because people's likes as far as artwork was changing, but when I look at this stuff, it's still just Kirby greatness, man. To me, it's just the same.
Well, the deal he had with Pacific Comics was that he got to keep ownership of his intellectual property, and that was why he went there. Finally, somebody had given it to him.
But and then this one's a little oddball thing, man. This Captain Confederacy. And it seems when I first saw it, I almost hesitated to buy it. And then after I went ahead and bought it, and I read it. And there's a couple of different versions of this, but Captain Confederacy is actually this woman here. And this is her sidekick. And
wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was something. I mean, this was Epic Comics.
So are they at issue number 9,000 now? I mean, they've been at it a while. I'm sure that just went for a long time, didn't it?
Yeah. at least 5 or 6 volumes.
That's terrible. That's funny though.
And then you got Captain Thunder and Blue Bolt. I really love this skull cover.
That one looks cool.
Yeah.
That is a great skull cover.
And I used to know who this. I looked this up because this is from the late 80s. Cannot think of who did that cover, but there were some different people that, how they do. But and then here's Black Thunder.
That looks like Black Lightning, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, he's pretty much the same power set. This Breeze Comics from 1991. And then you can't have oddness without me throwing in a little bit of Badger.
Badger. He's awesome.
Had to show some Badger.
What are his powers?
He's crazy.
Yep.
That's pretty much his power set, man. He's he
doesn't know when to quit.
Right. He's a nut job.
The other people end up giving up because even he's the Black Knight from the Holy Grail.
Okay.
I can still fight.
We'll call it a draw.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Only he's a little stronger, obviously.
Then a little bit of Atlas Comics here. The Hands of the Dragon. Although I've been slowly working on trying to collect all these Atlas comics.
Yeah, Mark from Suddenly Comics, he finished it. He finished his Atlas collection about a month ago. He did a video that he showed every single one of them, and he goes, because it's really not that big a collection. It was just hard to get.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah. They're spread out everywhere. Usually you can find. I come across them every so often, but most of the times you can't find. Like a lot of these only did like 1 or 2 issues.
Yeah, the biggest, the longest series is 6 apparently. So.
Yeah. Then the Cougar, the last one.
I think Ironjaw was the one. Isn't Ironjaw the one that went the longest? I can't remember.
Ironjaw went 6 issues, yes. I think. Definitely 4, and he was in 2 other books for sure.
And that is what I brought.
Awesome.
Nice. Cool stuff.
Very stuff. You got to love the ridiculous and the sublime, because you got to, or as I always like to say, I love when they put the comic in comic books.
Yep.
So, as you saw my intro earlier, I will just get to the books. One of the cool things about this Matrix part of the series, I'm going to show books 1 to 13 from the Matrix series. When from that was 96, September 96 to this series was canceled after issue 80, and I believe Steppo, you bought issue 80 not too long ago.
I think I did, yes.
And they went 2 months later. They decided maybe it's time to bring Kara back, and they did. And that was when Batman Superman 8 came out. So the character has been around. Even when she had passed, she was around for most of the period in between anyway. But this cover here, this is one of the most homaged covers actually of recent years. This is number 1.
Oh, cool.
This was the first one. This is the one that all the homages go to. As I know Ms. Marvel at the very least has one. And this was homaged by DC themselves a couple of times. So, I thought it was really cool. This here is a second print. The first print, it was actually short printed, so it's harder to get one. But when they saw how popular the series became, they did a second print of the first issue.
Can you tell the difference between first and second print in some way?
There's this big number 2 right here.
I'm sorry, I couldn't quite make it out. I'm sorry.
No. I know, but they did that in the early 90s for DC when there were second and third printings. If you see, for example, Superman 75 that goes up to 6 printings, they will have Roman numerals 1 through 6, depending on the edition.
Which is a good idea because it makes it a lot nicer if you can look at a glance and really tell.
Instead of having to open the book and look at the indices, or if it has to have a different ad or something. It's a pain.
Or a different color or something.
Well, actually, I bought White Sky 1 this week, and it was the 3rd print, and it actually says 3rd print on it on the cover. So
that's nice.
That's
similar. This was issue 2. This is a pretty good looking cover. Peter David was the writer for all these stories, and for the most part, Gary Frank and Cam Smith did the art.
I like that.
Covers. And then we have the Final Night tie-in, number 3, which was cool because her powers weren't because this is the time when the sun went out. Okay, the Sun Eater ate the sun, put it out, and Superman, of course, was becoming powerless because he's a total solar battery. Well, Supergirl, being a protoplasmic being and not Kryptonian, did not lose her powers, so she really stepped it up to help out people during this time period.
Now, is that Kara or that's someone else? That Matrix?
No, this is Matrix. This is the protoplasm.
Fair enough.
Matrix.
The protoplasm, yeah. Is she from the same planet as Protey too?
No. She was the one that I explained once before. She was from the planet that was destroyed by the Zod. It was a different universe. That planet was destroyed. The Earth was destroyed by Zod and Farora and another one, where Superman actually killed them with kryptonite. It was
Okay.
it was a storyline, and what happened was that planet's Lex Luthor had created this life form and gave her a picture of that planet's Lana Lang, and that was what she based her first shape on. But then she changed her shape to be her own person after, and it turned out to be Supergirl because at that time there was no Supergirl.
Fair enough.
Here, of course, is a great DC Gorilla cover.
Hey,
Supergirl
Nice.
4. It is Gorilla Grodd. She is fighting Grodd. But you can't go wrong with a Gorilla cover, ever.
yeah.
And this one is an interesting story. This is Supergirl 5, where she goes Fantastic Voyage, if everybody remembers what that movie was about,
Yeah.
on Chemo. Because they discovered that Chemo, turns out, like every other biological being, had a a nervous system, a blood system, or whatever. So she actually went in because she was trying to stop him. So
Cool.
And then this is number 6, where Superman and Supergirl fight Rampage together. This is when they started moving some of Superman's more recent, I guess you call them Rogues Gallery, right? Some of the ones they created in the 90s, after Crisis, they started moving them over to this book to make them into Supergirl nemesis.
Who's the cover artist of that one, Matt? Do you know?
Same as before, Gary Frank and Cam Smith.
Okay. Got a pretty distinct style.
Yeah. Well, as I said, they do all of these until number. I'm missing number 10 from this one because it's filed somewhere else. I had it out for something else, but basically they did 1 to 10, and then 11. There's a slight change.
Okay.
And then number 7 here. There is this storyline begins about a Linda Danvers who. As everybody remembers, she was Linda Lee Danvers originally. Well, this Linda Danvers is not a good person, and she is similar to the Halo story they did. It's a bad person who ends up merging with the Linda Danvers person, and for a while she has 2 personalities, but then she manages to subvert it. And make the 2 personalities still exist, but Linda Danvers becomes good as a result. And then this is Supergirl 8, where she goes out on a date and the guy tries to smack her, and she smacks him right back.
Yeah, I like the facial expressions.
And diabetic Superman saying he's got the full run. This one was tough because there are a lot of low printed books. And here's the issue 9 that I was talking about, where she finally she's finally conquered the Linda Danvers thing, and they're together. They're basically what's happened is their DNA is mixed, similar like a firestorm.
Firestorm, yeah.
Yeah, and they become one person as a result.
Huh.
And okay, so as I said, number 10 is here, but it's in one of these big boxes. I didn't have time to really look for it today. Okay, so Alan. Here is issue 11, where the art changes to Land and Rollins, which is a different team, right?
Greg Land?
Greg Land, yes. And I don't remember Rollins' first name off the top. But this is, as I said, they were moving people over. This is the first time Supergirl fights Silver Banshee in years. She fought.
Beautiful cover.
They fought.
I love that cover. Yeah.
They fought in the Action Comics title once, briefly, and then Superman came to help her. But other than that, this is when they fought by each other. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Comics.
Hi, Casino.
And thus leaving to the next issue of number 12, Soul Survivor, which Silver Banshee's basically they managed to defeat, the Silver Banshee is like taken over by an Irish Banshee for the most part, and they managed to get it out of her body, at least temporarily, because of course it comes back. She comes back later, right? But at least temporarily at this point, the Silver Banshee is no longer an issue. And this is the last one I'm showing tonight. Turns out that guy, turns out that guy that she dated and smacked was a vampire.
It was a vampire. Wow.
And he's back. And there you go. She's fighting to keep her from the, that's her mom as Linda Danvers. So she's trying to keep. By the way, the cool thing about her and Linda Danvers merging was that she got to have a family again, because she could be Linda, and she got to be a family again, get parents and all that stuff. And look what we've got here, Turtwig. Thank you very much. I get it in loonies, but this means I get to show a video. The first time.
Thank you.
Getting it. And here we go.
Give me some money. Give me some money.
A little Spinal Tap for everybody out there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Turtwig. It's very appreciated. And as I am done, we are now going to take a few minutes and we're going to have the giveaway just before Stephen brings us on.
Hang on. Let me ask him. Am I 8-ball? Am I going to win the giveaway?
And Stephen and Rich, you can type in your name if you'd like to. You can qualify for the giveaway of a $25 gift card from my comic shop, which you will get in a couple of days. So, what we're going to do? Let's go with hashtag Matrix MATRIX, due to the fact that I showed Matrix books today. The Matrix Supergirl. Yes, exactly like Stephen has just put it in. Let's put that in, and we'll give everybody a few minutes while I get the giveaway tool ready.
I won't tell you what the 8-ball told me.
What did the 8-ball tell you?
All signs point to yes.
Awesome.
You're on mute, Steve.
Match text. Okay, Julia. Matrix. All right. So start collecting comments. We have 9 entries right now.
Wow, look at all this whiz-bang stuff you got going here, Matt.
I know. Isn't it amazing?
It's cool.
Amazing.
I'm glad you've done it.
It's amazing what you can do when you take 5 minutes to actually look at something.
YouTube videos are very helpful.
Yes. All right.
Second floor comics. I think you're going to have to put lower.
No, it came in. No, it came in.
Okay, fair enough.
He's in. Hi, Kenny Numbers. Good to see you at the show. Kenny Numbers is also going to be on the show in July.
Cool.
Alan would do it, but he always has about 100 different reasons why he can't. And I said, don't start. Just, I was going to,
All right. Well, we have 11 people. So let's do the draw then.
Oh, you didn't shuffle.
Yeah, it's shuffling right now.
Oh, okay.
And the winner is Up and Adam.
Good enough.
Congratulations, Adam.
Congrats, Adam.
Adam, send me your email address by Instagram, and I'll get that to you. Awesome. Congratulations, Adam.
Congrats.
All right.
Congrats. Very
That's
nice.
good. Good for him.
Very
Adam,
nice
you are the great winner of $25 at. All right.
Ding.
And now, let's bring in Stephen.
Hello.
See what he's got today.
Fair enough. On my wall, I have Tales of Suspense. I can't remember. It's the Kala, the world woman of the underworld. Here is a high-grade copy of the first Martian Manhunter in House of Mystery, Fighting Navy, and then 3 flashes.
What number is that Fighting Navy, Stephen? Sorry.
It's Fighting Navy number 74. It's 74? The atomic bomb cover.
Okay. Cool.
It features Lieutenant Danny Mitchell, never to be forgotten. You never know, because he's the son of Old Man Mitchell.
Right. I married the daughter of Old Man Mitchell.
I've been working on those.
On Fighting Navy?
Yeah. I was a Navy man, so.
Really? When were you in?
90 to 95.
Were you aboard ship?
I served on 2 different aircraft carriers, the USS Independence and the USS Nimitz. Fair
enough. Good for you. Well, you've seen that Paul on Astonishing. They're on now, I think. Paul was, I think he was on the Stennis.
Stennis? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, and he swam around the carrier 3 times. He talks about it to this day.
Very cool.
Yeah. I crossed the equator several times.
Rich, have you checked out Uncle Griff's channel? He's a big Don Winslow fan.
Yeah, he's and a lot.
Stephen, you're muted again. Stephen, you're muted.
Yeah, he's working on it.
Nope.
Oh, still muted, buddy. There you go.
My microphone episodically decides to stop working. I've asked my computer guy. He says, he says, well, that is a mystery.
Try resetting it.
And then he says, and then after he says that, he says, please remit.
Yeah. That's usually what they'll say. You tried restarting it?
So those are, and then I went with 60s stuff. Then I have an Avengers. I think that's one of the Blues Brothers or whatever the hell they are. There's a Harry Lucy cover. Oh, yeah. There is my copy of Dr. Solar #1. This detective where she has a run in her stocking, which is hysterical.
That is the Killer Moss story, isn't it? Oh, no, sorry. That's the one where the guys get distracted. Yes. That's hilarious. Yes.
And this one, which is the part of the Black Panther thing. I think this is the second one or third, whichever. I'm a little bit. And Robin Roberts, for Astonishing, has this animation cell for She-Ra.
Nice.
And because they're going to do a She-Ra movie, at least that's the word, I got a chance to get an animation cell from one of the cartoons. It's got a COA and stuff. I had no idea it was so big, and it's the complete thing, it's got the whole scene and everything, which is generally you don't get the whole setup. You'll just get parts of it. That's how the animation thing works. My choice for heroes today is a title from DC called Mystery in Space. So I'm going to show you my Mysteries in Space. I collected several that were prior to the main hero in Mystery in Space, which is Adam Strange. Now, just in case you didn't know, Adam Strange and Space Ranger came out about the same time. With the success of The Flash, Mort Wessinger, I guess, got a hold of Jack Schiff and Julia Schwartz, and he said, okay, I want to have 2 new characters. You guys, I want you to create 2 new characters. One will be from outer space and one will be from the Earth. Now, Jack, I give you first pick. And so he says, well, I'll take the one from outer space. So he came up with Space Ranger, and Bob Brown was the artist, who was a very good artist and a good stuff. And then Julie said, okay, I'll have the guy on Earth. Well, of course, what he then did was he had Adam Strange, who was an archaeologist. And what he did was he was being chased by natives or some problem. And he's just about to get zapped when he does get zapped by a Zeta beam. And he's transported to the planet Ron, and he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know what the hell happened to me, what's going on. And then Alana finds him. I can't remember if he saves her or something or another, that he does something
I
heroic.
think he does save her. I think he's.
I think there's some monster or something, and he gets him. And so then she takes Adam. Then she's speaking Ronian, and he can't. I don't understand you. And so beautiful Alana takes him back to her father, who is kindly Professor Schmidlap, who is the guy that's shooting these Zeta beams periodically at the Earth. Now, why is he doing this, shooting Zeta beams at the Earth? I can't remember. So he has a universal translator because he is a super scientist, as they all are. And so suddenly then he understands, and they talk and what have you. And what happens is that the Zeta beam, it's a great plot device. So even though Julie was supposed to have someone on Earth, he did, technically.
Yep.
But what happens is he's on Earth, and he'll have a little adventure at the beginning of the book, and then there'll be a problem, and he has to go because the beams are in space coming towards the Earth. And there's a schedule about where they're going to hit and when they're going to hit. So he has to then go to wherever this is going to be so he can be struck by the Zeta beam to be transmitted back umpteen gazillion miles to Ron. And then the beam wears off eventually. And then he teleports back to Earth again. And so that's why when he starts to get affectionate with Alana and everything's going well and what could we do, then he disappears. And he says, oh, I can't wait till he gets his next time, the beam. And then the next story will start. We'll see the beam's going to be down in Argentina on the top of some pyramid or something. Yeah. And I have to be there. And then there's always some kind of a plot device that screws up the detail and he barely makes it. And then the beam hits him. And so it's like that. So that is the premise. And but I will start with Mystery in Space. Here is issue number 14.
Cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always funny too how every time he arrives, oh no, there's another problem.
I would say, he says, you know, honey, I'd love to see you, but I'm not coming back to Ron because I always get my fanny handed to me.
And he never gets to complete the deal.
He wasn't an annoyed super scientist. He was an amused and a bemused sort of, my goodness, isn't that interesting? Yeah, but my arm's off. He says, yes, that's very interesting. So here is another.
Very cool.
This is issue 26, I think.
I like that one.
That is neat. This is a great series. This is so underrated. Should be collected more.
Yeah, they had some great covers, man.
I honestly think that the DC sci-fi from the 50s needs to get more love because Atlas is doing well, with their monster books. Everybody likes a good monster book, but some of these are pretty cool.
Here is a gray tone cover.
Nice.
Very cool.
It's always interesting too to see the technology that they draw for the aliens, to see like what they're thinking, like what their aesthetic is, what their use is. It's pretty cool.
And the bubble helmets. Love bubble helmets.
Yeah, bubble helmets, yeah.
I think this is Gil Keen here.
Very cool.
Aren't those beautiful?
Yeah.
Well, Louis, the Adam Strange books, a lot of them got reprinted. They got in the 70s, so that's not surprising.
Man. Interplanetary tug of war.
Now, about this time, or maybe just a little bit before, we have Showcase 17.
Ooh,
Adventures
nice.
on Other Worlds. Yep, that's a
And
good
this, and it was the title is Adventures on Other Worlds. And Adam Strange does not, his name do not appear.
one. Hi, Biggie.
Hey, Biggie.
Hi, Big.
That book there, the one you just held up, the showcase one,
Mm-hmm.
it's in one of my. It is one of my favorite ones I read. It's in the one of those collections I have for the first 18 issues of Showcase. What a great book that one is. That one should be higher than it is.
Another Gil Kane cover. And now he finally gets to get his name on the cover.
Good for him.
And so then comes, we go back to, they decide that they're going to put him into Mystery in Space. So this is the first one I got of these. This is the foreign copy of this.
Very cool.
And here is the actual book.
Beautiful. What a beaut.
And the cover,
What issue was that he's in?
53.
53.
He starts in issue 53. Gil Kane and Bernard Sachs cover, Biggie Shack. Bernard Sachs made him look good.
Yeah, I like
So that is the first appearance of Adam Strange in Mystery in Space, the title Mystery in Space. So now put those there. Here is more Gil Kane. This is issue 54.
Very cool.
nice.
I love the DC background colors are just so beautiful. Whether they're light green or purple or yellow or blue, they just were so good.
You bet. This is like a painted cover, but I think it's like a gray tone. Again, I think this is Gil Kane. But look at how different his uniform is with the strange rocket pack.
Yeah, I like that, man. It's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's really cool.
And a very Gil Kane looking dinosaur as well.
Yeah.
I came across an
Love
interesting
his teeth.
story this week too. You talk about jetpacks, about why they came up with the Legion flight ring. They came up with the Legion flight
Because they were
ring
tired of drawing the belts.
They were tired of drawing the belts. Yes, you're right. Okay, so you knew that story.
That giant lizard must have been a union member or something, Stephen, because he had dental plan.
It's the only possible explanation. This is issue 56. Is it 56? Yes. This is issue number, I have to leave my cheaters out. This is issue 56.
Oh, really cool. Looking Adam eyeball.
Here is issue number 57.
Very cool. I'm guessing now the Adam Strange is shrunk at this point, right? If I remember this story correctly.
Well, it's the giant footprints, so I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think he shrank none.
Oh, right.
I
So
think
it's
he's
giant.
on a world of monsters. They're
A big tall
Oh, yeah.
filler.
They're big fellers. Look, his
Yeah, but they
footprint.
wear boots.
He don't have no toes though.
Yeah. Like he's
Say they wear
wearing
boots.
moccasins or something.
He tried to sneak up on him.
Yeah.
Here is issue number. This is beautiful. Here is issue number 58.
Another beaut.
That a honey?
Yeah, it's nice.
I also love that the colorists too tended to pick covers that generally speaking were in contrast to what was in the foreground. It is such beautiful, beautiful work.
Well, you'll notice that this has a transitioning color strike.
Yeah.
It's dark orange at the top, coming down to sort of a lighter orange, and sort of the pastel topography down below.
Uncle
Hi,
Griff.
Uncle Griff.
Uncle
Hi,
Griff.
were your ears burning? We were just talking about you earlier there, Griff.
They were talking about you, Griff.
awesome, Don
I
Winslow.
wouldn't say anything.
Your awesome Don Winslow collection.
Here is issue number 59. Aren't these fun? Have you seen these before, any of them?
They're pretty cool. I like them.
I've seen a lot of these. Yes, the covers for sure.
No, you don't, Alan. Look, what you say is no. I haven't seen them. They're wonderful.
They are gorgeous. No, they are gorgeous.
Very good shape.
Here is issue 60. And now you will notice who we have drawing. This is Carmen Infantino.
Infantino. Yep.
With the modern, the futuristic man.
You're muted again.
Still muted. There it goes.
Pain.
There it goes.
All right. Don't do that. So back to Carmen Infantino.
That is amazing, and the tornado like thing there is beautiful too, because it shows
Tornado
Carmen.
tyrant.
It shows Infantino's style and where he excels in the tornado. It is the movement, showing.
And you'll notice that the rocket pack now is white and it's changed, so it's Infantino's version of it.
Yeah.
Also, because all of the landscape, it's just very much similar to Flash, where it's always the landscape off in the distance. Here is issue number 62.
Very cool. Now, are those creatures? They seem to have Alana caught in under the water there.
Yeah, I have two of these actually. There's Alana still. She's having a little difficulty in her Frogman suit.
That's old Nessie.
I have to rescue Alana again.
I swear,
this is-
Alana and Lois Lane share tips. How to get your man's attention.
Get into terrible danger.
Yeah.
Okay, here is Mystery in Space number 63.
Ooh.
This is an 8.5, old label.
The weapon that swallowed men. Woof. Is that my ex-wife?
I wasn't going to go there. So there's that. That's issue 63. I don't know where I put the other, just a second. I have other slabs. I don't have them here anyway, because I have a pretty good set. Matter of fact, here's the raw copy. Here is 67.
Nice.
Very cool.
And I have it in a slab as well. 8.0.
Very cool.
Here is issue number 68.
Alana looks like Big Barda coloring there for her outfit, eh?
Yeah.
She's always blue and yellow.
Yeah.
She's always been blue and yellow.
And
He's disappearing back to Earth, leaving me trapped in this Tigra Bar pit. Tigra Bar.
Tiger bar.
I thought that was a candy bar. I'd like to have a couple of Tigra bars.
Tiger bars. Not
I like
Unitiger.
mine with nuts myself.
That should have been
Hey,
Unitiger.
Biggie has a question for you, Stephen. He's asking if you have a favorite cover.
Hard to think. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. I like a lot of them. This is 91. That's way ways. Here is issue number 69.
Dude.
69, dude.
The Menace of the Aqua Ray Weapon.
Changing me into a puddle of water. I
Really
fall
cool.
to pieces. Oh. And this is issue number 70. The Vengeance of the Dust Devil.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
Fighting a vacuum cleaner.
You bet.
Now,
It's
Ron,
the worst kind.
Ron had super science, yet was less developed than Earth overall as a planet in terms of the land area, right? Because there was a lot of wilderness areas.
They had just as much wilderness area as was necessary to perpetuate the plots for Adam Strange and Alana. The rest of it is a part, and since it's Infantino, the rest of it is pavement with skyscrapers in the distance, right?
That's true, yes.
Here is issue Here is issue number 71.
Oh, cool.
And now what's he turning into? Diamond?
That globe-headed elf is transforming me into a crystal creature and changing that crystal being's body into mine.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Double-length Adam Strange thriller, Challenge of the Crystal Conquerors.
Wow.
Really cool.
He believes in crystal light because he believes in me.
And here is issue 72. This is the very first 12-cent Adam Strange cover.
Nice.
Oh, really cool. Yeah.
Which one? 73 did you say, or 74?
72 is the
72.
first.
Okay.
The multiple.
So just before the nice good one. All right.
Journeys across 25 trillion miles of space and 100,000 years of time to face the multiple menace weapon.
That's really cool.
I believe it is 25 trillion miles away is where Ron is. So it takes a while for the Zeta beam to get all the way to the Earth. And I think that the Zeta beam was trying to find life. I think that might have been what it was, so they would bring them back. But he made it so that they would then disappear and go back, so that if they didn't want to stay and they were freaked out, then they wouldn't be freaked out. Or if it was really bad, then they would have to disappear. Something like that. A good plot device, though.
Well, yeah, it's around the star Polaris, is it not?
Unknown. I can't answer that. I don't know where
It's
Ron...
It's in the same system as Thanagar, because they go to war, I think, at some point.
And I don't like the fact that they had the Thanagarians go against Ron. I don't like that. I didn't care for that plot device because they're both good guys. I don't want the Hawkmen fighting against Adam Strange.
No, I know.
I didn't like that. They couldn't figure out anything to do. Shoddy writing. This is, I think, 75. Please excuse me. 73. This is one of my favorites. This was an in-house ad big time. The Invisible Raiders of Ron.
I've seen that in the ads a lot. That is
awesome. Yeah.
But they only seem to be partially invisible.
This one has a slightly nicer color strike on it.
Beautiful.
I put these together 1989 through 93 or so. That's when I was doing it. That's till 91. Okay. This is issue 76. No, 74. How's that for a green cover?
That's nice.
Beautiful.
Really pops.
No, I'm the Adam Strange. No, I'm Adam Strange.
And here's
you're Strange Adam.
I found another copy. You know, it was inexpensive at the time, but I couldn't remember if this was. But do you see the pink and purple trade dress on a green transitioning color to yellow? Is this amazing color scheme?
It's absolutely beautiful. I want that book now. That's going on my list.
74.
74.
74.
This is another one that was ballyhooed. Very, very. This might be the one that Biggie. I think this is one of the bigger ones.
This is the biggest one of the run, actually, other than his first appearance.
Is this one here, and it's I think it's Kanjar Row.
Yeah.
Causing problems.
Starring the Justice League of America. Beautiful book.
Looks like one of the monkeys.
The ultrasonic vibrations of my gamma metal gong have frozen Adam Strange motionless. My next victims will be the Justice League of America, and especially that rat snapper car.
My metal gaming gong.
Oh, Ed Kooky Burns, you do not know the things you've brought. Oh. That is such a good story, and it leads to the Justice League seriously debating whether Adam Strange should become a member or not.
He is a member. Here is Mystery in Space 76. This is another beauty.
Gorgeous.
Very cool.
Here is issue number 77.
Looks like a big Luger Parabellum.
Yeah.
I got two of those. Now we got issue number 78.
Another grayscale looking one that I think is just perfect. Look at that. Look at that eclipse. All we're missing is Eclipso showing up.
Here is issue number 79.
Beautiful.
Here is issue number 80.
And a nice pink background again with purple. It's
with green and yellow trade dress and
know,
purple. They reversed it, see?
And it's just gorgeous. It's, with the blue and red in the foreground, it fits.
Yeah.
And even the checkerboard purple and white tiles.
Two of these. Here is issue number 80. Dang it. 81. This reminds me of that Flash cover that has the cloud creatures going after him.
The cloud creature.
It's the cloud. It's the revenge of the Google Eye Cloud. I'm gonna get you with your information.
My hand is a cloud, and yet it hurts when Oh,
I had to do that once. That was for me, not for you.
Here is issue 82.
Another look at how that looks. You got the magnifying glass on one side with the light green. You've got the nuclear bomb on the other side with the very deep blue. It's so gorgeous.
Very dynamic, yeah.
I hope they paid their color slightly above minimum wage.
Now, this is DC Comics. What is the answer to that assertion?
Oh, they didn't, but I wish.
Here is issue 83.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Look at this funky technology. It looks like a Christmas tree out of coils. It's just awesome.
It's a rocket or a spaceship.
My emotionizer is the most perfect weapon ever devised. Adam Strange, it will change you from my foe to my friend.
Oh,
He looks sort of like Kazoo.
Yeah, it does.
he does.
Oh, Flintstone. Kazoo. Well, this is a nicer copy of that one.
The great.
Now, you know that the Dust Devils were too good not to bring back.
Of course.
Here is 84.
Very cool.
The Powerless Weapons of Adam Strange.
My LCS has got that one on their wall.
Here is issue 85.
Another beaut.
Here is issue number 86.
I'm trying to remember if Mystery in Space was an 8 a year or 12-month book, because it was technically it was a anthology, and they tended to do those every month. I'm
Now,
curious.
these books were hard to get, the next 4, and they are very valuable books in the run of Mystery in Space, because this was another tryout for Hawkman, because they had him in Brave and Bold,
Yeah.
and then they decided they still needed to be sure, so they decided they would put Adam Strange in the background, and they started with Hawkman.
Very cool.
Yes.
These are expensive. This is an expensive book, and it's really hard to find and grade. I had a hell of a time in 1991 finding nice copies of this book.
Yeah, usually when I come across Mysteries in Space, they're really worn out.
Check this one out. This is
Well
80.
loved.
This is 86.
It shows you the books like this, where it's hard to find a big quality. It could be the paper quality, but it's also the fact that the books are damn good and people reread them over and over again.
Yeah, they're very well loved.
They did exactly what they were supposed to do with them, is read them, right?
Yep. Yep.
So they have a robot. It's a robot. The robot Wraith of Ron. The robot Wraith of Ron.
Are you sure that's not the Wrath of Ron? Ron!
I'm confused. I'm confused. This one was advertised. They advertised the hell out of this one and the next one. Check this out.
Yes, I remember that one in the books too. That's the one cool thing about having like a long run of a book like Action or Superman, that you get to see all the house ads, even if you don't get to see the books themselves. And and it's really cool. You get, and that's where like I get to see most of the covers, but I haven't read the books because they don't have.
I don't know how menacing you can be on a moped, but yeah.
No, it's a Honda 90. It's not a moped.
I know.
Honda 50.
It looks like a
He's,
moped.
look
but
at
yeah,
him
I
taking
know.
off in that damn motorcycle guy in his Honda 50.
Yeah.
Actually, it was a Honda 90 was the one that they had. I actually ridden on a Honda 90. They were fun. They really were fun. You'll notice this book, this is a February dated book, and it's December 16th. You see the delivery date, so it's 2 months ahead.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, wasn't that normal in the '60s though? The 2 months, because of the.
Yes.
I mean, they weren't all every month. So
Here is issue number 90. This has been Steranko copied this for a Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. cover. But there you go.
hi, Comics and Grace, welcome to the show.
And Veronica?
Yep. I did say hi to Veronica. I will say hi again.
This is 90. Here is issue number 90. Let's see. What is this one? Now I have issue number 91.
Oh, awesome.
Very cool.
And then here is issue 93. And look who they've brought over. Space Ranger.
Yes.
Oh,
Space
okay.
Ranger. Very cool.
Here is issue number 96. Now, Matt, have you noticed something that's missing?
Adam Strange on the cover.
Well, of course, but other than that, what is missing? The go-go checks, we haven't even got to go-go checks yet.
No, I know. That's true. It's true. We haven't.
The pellet fish's pearls have disarmed Space Ranger. And the diamond tusk of the Lancet beast will finish him off.
I've been enjoying the cover so much it didn't even occur to me about the go-go checks.
This is an amazing cover. This is issue number 103. And it's an incredible cover. If you haven't seen this before, I found a couple breathtaking copies, but look at this cover.
Wow.
Wow. Yes, I remember this guy, the four different limbs, each had a different power.
Ultra, the multi-alien.
Yeah.
Looks just like Metamorpho almost.
A bizarre new hero is born.
I think this would be before Metamorpho, though, right? Didn't Metamorpho?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this before.
Yeah.
This is before he did. That's why I was saying he looked awful lot like Metamorpho for being before. So.
And I found two. Now, you see this book here? I have the price tag on it. Before discount, this was a $35 book.
And Thomas saying the awesome line.
I have that.
And that is my Mystery in Space run.
That's amazing, Stephen.
Very nice. Very
Wow.
nice. Very nice.
That's definitely worth a clap because
Thank you.
Mystery in Space, as I said, is one of those titles that needs more love. It really does. It just has that thing. The Adam Strange books were well written. They were obviously well illustrated. And they lead to a lot of I mean, it's sad that Adam Strange doesn't show up as often these days. He seems to, I guess DC must think of him more as a dated thing because he doesn't really show up in the comics much. He was there briefly during the Justice League United series that they did in the New 52, but they didn't really do much with him after that that I've seen. I may be wrong. He may be in the.
I could see James Gunn using him, like turning him into more like a
Adam
Guardians of the
Strange
Galaxy.
was used. Adam Strange was used on the CW series Krypton, where the point was that he went into the past to talk to his, Superman's grandfather on Krypton to try and save Superman in the future. Because something that's happened. The show didn't last long enough to get that storyline completely finished. So, but they did use Adam Strange there. So,
I don't think that Adam Strange as a character lends itself to being a team player. I think that he is more of an individual.
Yeah.
I think that he is an individual hero, having his own adventures in his own time frame. And I think, and his own space scene, and I don't think that it translates because he basically is just an incredibly smart, tough, resilient guy with a jetpack, rocket pack, and a ray gun, and and very, very clever and smart and strong. And this is the thing that gets me, that he's a thinking man. So that the stories that are written, Gardner Fox, John Broome, whoever, like Flash, with Inventino, maybe it's this, if there's something to it, but he's a thinking man. He dopes it out and figures out how to win. The Flash does as well. It isn't just that Flash uses his Flash powers and solves the problem, and just, or the way it is with all these other heroes these days, which he goes into a berserker rage and then everything is solved. What the hell kind of what kind of a plot device is that? Overused. Oh, I'm so mad, I'm just going to go crazy. Big deal. Wolverine, slice and dice. Oh, how brilliant that the guy is just becomes brutal and violent, and that's the end of it. Wow, what great writing is that? These stories are actually written stories about, and plots where you have to have a certain amount of science, and they would explain the science too inside, in case it's sort of like Metal Men. That's another one. Don't you think that if they did a show about the Metal Men, would that be cool? Great. And Tina being sexy, platinum, coming on to Doc Magnus, and then they have all the special effects. Mercury is stretching out, and he's a hothead, and gold is out like that or something. I think that Metal Men would be an amazing movie to have.
I would agree.
But they explained the science, and these code books were somewhat educational on that basis. And even in Flash, it had a thing called Flash Facts, where they would show different things about speed. For they'll show the fastest animal, the gazelle can go so fast, and the cheetah can go so fast, the peregrine falcon. They talk about that, and they have how fast a lightning bolt is going, and they basically provide you with a frame of reference to understand the speed that is going on. And that kind of content, editorial content, is not in Marvel Comics at all. That's just not what Marvel was about. Marvel was a soap opera. It was, and that's what it was.
I know the only times you get science in Marvel books sometimes is when Reed Richards was blabbering, there was this and stuff, blah, 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 blah. Stop talking science, guy. I can't understand,
Sue says, Reed, are you down in the lab? I'm trying to finish this multifaceted phase converter. And and Kirby would do this so that he could show Mr. Fantastic stretching. He'd always put one of the control levers down all the way in the front of the machine that he has to turn. Who would put a control that you're in the back of the machine doing this, and you got to go 14 feet in front of you with your hand and reach around to adjust a knob? Jack Kirby, by God, that's who would do something like that.
I love these are why I like superhero books. They're silly, they're fun, but sometimes they try to make a good thing out of them. Gardner Fox always tried to be as accurate as possible for certain things. And that was wonderful. But I see by the clock on the wall that we're going to have to start wrapping up. And I want to thank you very much, Stephen and Rich, for coming tonight. This has been a lot of fun. Rich,
thanks for having me.
Between Rich and Stephen, I have 14 new books on my I want to buy list. So, which is getting longer and longer every day.
Why should you be different from anybody else? That's what I want to know.
As it should.
As it should, Rich.
I want to congratulate one more time Up and Adams Comics for winning the giveaway. Congratulations. We are now well on our way to that 1,000 party I want to have, and it's going to be a party. I'm telling you right now, we are going to have a blast when we get there. But more importantly, thank you all for coming tonight. I really appreciate each and every one of you who come and watch the show, and that's whether it's here live or if you're watching this on the rewind. Thank you very much for taking some of your valuable time and spending it with us. I really appreciate it. On Tuesday, I have got somebody pretty cool and new coming, and that would be Mr. Time Travel Comics. Speaking about traveling through space and time, Mr. Cool. Time Travel Comics is joining me on Tuesday for my Tuesday Comic Talk show. And, of course, join Stephen tomorrow with Alan over on the Monday special. Is there anything special about the Monday special?
Yes,
Ryan?
we're going to show special books on the Monday special,
Awesome. Can't go
which
any
is
worse.
which we have to do because it says right in the banner. I have several books that have come in that I have had good luck in getting, and I'm hoping that tomorrow a book is going to be delivered that is an unbelievable book that I found and was marked wrong in, of all places,
Really?
it's a $5,500 book, and they had it for $2,400.
Wow.
Now $2,400 is a chunk, and I didn't want to spend it, but that book is a trade thing waiting to happen, or I keep it. It's high grade. It is a remarkable 1939 comic book that is a rare book, and I'm hoping that it will arrive. But other than that, I do have several books that are definite lemon tree material, and believe me, I know that Alan always has something going. With his, he says, well, I'm cutting back. Here's my next 25 books that I just got.
Yeah.
But so I know he will, but that's what I have. That's will be the showstopper. Actually, I have two showstoppers plus some really interesting stuff. So please come by 4:00 Pacific tomorrow.
Awesome. And Rich, what do you got going on your channel this week?
Well, I'll be on Nate's Hollywood Comics show on Tuesday, and I believe our guest this week will be Brittany from
Okay.
Hollywood Comics. And Saturday, Chanko and we are welcoming Carl from 247 Comics. So I think we're trying to work out maybe a giveaway or something on that too. So we'll see.
Very
So
That's
Cool
very
number.
nice.
That's a very cool number. 247.
Yes,
Awesome. guys.
it rings a bell. I can see it right there in the corner of the screen there.
I hope everybody tonight noticed a bit of change with the upgrade on StreamYard. Now that I can see better, I find a way to dull this light a little bit because
Yeah, you need to
I think a black. I think I need a black splash because I think there's too much reflection coming off.
It's washing off a little bit on you.
Yeah. So, but I'm glad to do this now. These are the kinks we work out. But thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves tonight. We'll see you all on Tuesday, on the Comic Talk Tuesday. Thank you all for coming. My name's Matt. I like comics, and I hope you do too. Bye, everybody.
See you, everybody.
See ya.